In this video, we're going to look into the silver market watch report for this week. This is my 22nd market watch report. I've been doing this for 22 weeks straight, folks, to give you guys an update what's going on of who has it in stock at what prices. I do this so I can help you all find your best price to let you guys know who has it at what price. And I also have the melt values again this week for you all. I thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let's just get into the video right now. I don't want to waste any more of your time. We're going to start off with JM Bowman once again. JM Bowman was the highest prices. The H stands for Franklin half dollars. The Q stands for Washington silver quarters. And the D stands for Roosevelt silver dime. So we're all on the same page there. Their halves for $10 face was $267.60 for $10 face. Washington silver quarters was $243.32 for $10 face. They did have silver dimes, but it was either a mix of silver dimes or quarters, or you're going to get one $10 face value of silver dimes or quarters. They did not have the dimes specifically by themselves. So with that being said, I'm calling they're out of stock once again. Their prices as follows. The half dollars was $13.38 each. Their Washington silver quarters came up to be $6.08 each. Let's look at SD Bowman. SD Bowman, their half dollars per row for Franklin's were $247.27 for $10 face. Washington silver quarters was $243.69 for $10 face, and their Roosevelt silver dimes was $130.78 for $5 face. Their breakdown over SD Bowman was $12.36 each for the Franklin halves. Washington silver quarters was $6.09 each, and the Roosevelt silver dimes was $2.61 each. Let's look, our friends, at Max. At Max was $244.10 for $10 face with a Franklin's. Washington silver quarters comes down to $236.95 for $10 face. Their Roosevelt silver dimes was $130.98 for $5 face. Their breakdown was $12.20 each for each Franklin half. Each silver quarter breaks down to be $5.92 each. And the Roosevelt silver dimes breaks down to be $2.62 each. How about our friends at Hero Bowman? Hero Bowman, their Franklin half, they ran a special a couple weeks ago, so they are still out of the Franklin half. They do have AU, but I did not put that price down because I'm going after the circulated ones only in these type of videos. So I just want to make sure people do know they do have the AUs. I don't remember the price. I did not write that price down. Just trying to be transparent with you all. Washington silver quarters was $238.10 for $10 face. Their Roosevelt silver dimes dips down to $119.05 for $5 face. Their breakdown did not give a price on the Franklins. Their Washington silver quarters was, though, $5.95 each. And the Roosevelt silver dimes breaks down to be $238 each. How about our friends at Pimbex? Pimbex had a price of Franklin halves, $234 even for $10 face for Franklin halves. Their Washington silver quarters for $10 face was $233.70 for $10 face. And their Roosevelt silver dimes was $116.85 for $5 face. And who wins the deal this week? Well, Monument Metals wins the deal across the board this week. Their Franklin halves was $228.59 for $10 face. Their Washington silver quarters was $228.94. And their Roosevelt silver dimes breaks down to be $114.47 per $5 face roll. Their breakdown halves was $11.42 each. Their silver quarters breaks down to $5.72 each. And the Roosevelt silver dimes breaks down to $2.28 each, folks. As you can see, you see high prices, you see lower prices. Check your local coin shops, folks, too. They might be cheaper. Check eBay. Dealers not so much dealers, but private sellers are selling them cheaper on eBay as well. I'm going to get into eBay in 1 minute, how I go about it, because I got about 3 or 4 emails this week about eBay. But let me go through the melt value prices first. But before we get into the melt value prices for this week, please check out our friend at Sobriety and Silver YouTube channel. He's a newer guy out there. He has about 713 subscribers the last time I looked. He is a growing channel. He reached out to me back earlier this summer, asking me a bunch of questions about silver, and he's selling a stack. He does his channel a little bit differently. He drank for 30 years, and he's been clean for about a little over 3 years now. Congratulations to him. He's doing a good job over there, so he does a mixed bag of sobriety talk and silver talk too. So if you like that type of information, please let him know that Coin Shop Chris sent you there, and that way he knows where the subscriber came from. We're just trying to help each other out in our videos, trying to build up both of these channels right now. This is the only channel I am associated with right now that I am talking with. So with that being said, no, I support him 100% what he's doing over there. So let's move on to the melt value prices as of this week. Some of these prices, they're all gone up, folks. Silver's gone up, so your melt values have gone up a little bit this week. Starting off with your war nickels. Again, these are just melt value only, not numismatic value of anything I'm talking about today. Your war nickels are melting for $1.72 each this week. Your silver dimes have a melt value of $2.20. Let me just stop right there. $2.20 over Monument Metals. Over at Pinbacks, Monument Metals, $2.28 each. Your melt value is $2.20. Pinbacks, they're not that much over melt either, folks. Along with Hero Bowman is $2.38 too. So look, they're selling just about little over melt. That is the key right now. Why not pick some up now? I'm not telling you to go buy anything. I'm just showing you guys the price difference of what's going on, of how close the melt value they're selling them for at. You know, we're in kind of a downtrend right now. You know, people are not buying as much silver and gold right now. The prices are cheap right now. Cheaper than they have been in months. Maybe even the past year. With the melt values and with the premiums on your 90% silver right now, I think this is a good time to get some right now. Not financial advice by any way or means, but I think these are some of these great prices right now we are seeing out there right now. Yes, I get it. If you can get them cheaper than anything I've talked about today, go for it. I mean, why not? I mean, that is what I'm trying to say. It's a low premium right now. Premiums are starting to dip a little bit more lately. I'll get into another video this afternoon about that. But let's go on to your silver quarters. They are melting for $5.61 each. Melt value only in these are all quarters across the board, all dimes across the board. Of course, that's just the melt value right now. The half dollars, 90% silver, we're going up over $11 each. $11.03 to be exact each on your 90% silver halves. Last week they were 10 something. Yeah, I can't say that word today. Something last week. So we are back over the $11.03 this week as of the close of Friday's closing market price. 40% silver halves. They are now melting for $4.51. We have seen high as about $5.25 when silver was $35. Yes, it's dipped down, but it's dipped back up now. I just got 8 more, folks, just a day or two ago for $35. I got them. The math on that was about $4.32 each. So yes, I did good on the melt value when I bought them. At the time, the melt value was $4.48, I believe it was. So even though I bought them already, they've gone up a little bit more because silver has gone up. So just keep this in mind. You know, 20 cents here, 20 cents here, it adds up. It really does. And the best place to sell your 40%ers, if you get into a bind, would probably be eBay overall in bigger lots. And people want, people want the bigger lots. I don't care if I'm buying 8, 6 at a time. It all adds up at the end of the day. And your Morgan and Peace dollars now have a melt value of over $23. $23.50 each. Again, melt value only. Not talking about any newest MAC value on the coin itself. Just the silver content itself. So, I got about 3 or 4 emails this week. How do I navigate eBay? I'm going to let you guys know how I navigate eBay. I got nothing to hide. I used one keyword. Lots. L-O-T-S. So, Franklin Silver Lots. I go to newest listings. Right on the right-hand side, towards the top of the page, you're going to see a scroll down bar. Newest listings, ending soonest, best. They'll give you the best, not the best price, I would say, the best search, what you're searching for. I go to newest listings. I go through them, and you got to check this multiple times a day, which I do multiple times a day, because there's always people listing on eBay. I look for making offers, and if the offer is close, if the price is close of what the milk price is, I'm gonna make an offer. I'm going lower than what they want, what they're asking. I'm always gonna go lower than what they're asking. You got to be kind of reasonable with your prices when you're making an offer to get accepted. I showed you guys a deal last week that I picked up 40% that the guy wanted $170 for. $180, excuse me. My offer was $160. He comes back to me at $160. I went back to him at $165. I went back to him at $160. That was with a little bit of shipping, so it was $12 worth of shipping at the time. I still got him less the melt value than with all the shipping costs. I don't mind paying shipping costs if I can get the whole transaction underneath the melt value on the 40% service. I don't care about the shipping if I can get it less than melt value when it all adds up at the end of the transaction. And how I look for the melt values, I use the NGC. Just type in coin melt values. You can use Coinflation. That's another good website to use. I use the NGC because it's a little bit easier for me to read that one than the Coinflation this web page. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I like the NGC one better out of them all, out of any of them out there, to be honest with you. So with that being said, that is how I start my eBay searches. I also check ending soonest, meaning if it's an auction. Sometimes you do get lucky. Sometimes you do get lucky to get them still under melt value, what you're looking for, a little bit over melt value on 90%, whatever you're looking for. We got to keep, if you're an eBay buyer, that is how I do it. No secrets. I'm letting you guys know how I do it, how I find the best deals for myself. And look, I've said this before, I can't buy it all. So I don't mind sharing these little tips of how I do it. But I do check 4, 5, sometimes up to 10 times a day. If I got 5 minutes, it takes 5 minutes just to look. Franklin $50 lots, Washington quarter lots, 40% silver lots. Whatever you're looking for, I do it in lots. Sometimes there's 4 coins, sometimes there's 8 coins, sometimes there's, hundreds of coins that they're trying to sell all at one time. Same thing with the war nickels, lots. That's a keyword that I like to use when I'm looking for silver on eBay. People ask me also, I'll end with this, why don't I buy from my coin shop? I do. I don't buy a lot from the coin shop that I work for. I do. I just don't buy a lot. This is going to be perfect honest. Example, 40% silver halves. We've been locked in with a price of $5 each. They're melting for $4.51 right now. Even when they were over $5 in melt value, we didn't change our prices. We still hold that $5 threshold. We are probably going to hold that $5 threshold until we start seeing silver really tick up in price and the 40% are over $5.50. So if the 40% silvers get to $5.50, it goes to $5.52, we're going to jump up in our prices then. We're going to be under melt on them at that time. Right now, we are over melt value. I'm going to tell you why we're over melt value. Coin shop owner does not really want to sell them. He likes them too much. That's his buy it now price. I don't want to sell it price, if you want to call it that. But he's willing to accept that. The problem was with the 90% silver, when that was gone, people were starting to dabble into the 40% silver, and that is where it got locked up in. So people were going to the 40% silver at that time. Right now, 40% silver at the shop, it's down like everything else. If there's 90% silver available, people are going to buy the 90%. I like the 40% silver so much. Someone made a good comment. Sharon Harris, I believe her name was. I can't remember the last 4 numbers on her thing, but she really made a good point saying 40% silver half is just about equal to 2 silver dimes in melt value. Just think about that. And I'll end with that. I thank you all for watching. If you folks have any questions for me, you know my email is in the description of every single video. So please, email me away. Have a question, have a comment, please let me know. I thank you for watching. Until the next video, Coin Shop Chris is out.